Sir, how old were you when you made your first million?
42.
What line of business were you in?
Industrial equipment, sales, service, rental, generators, that type of thing.
Did you own a company?
I've owned a couple, Canada and in here.
What business made you the most money?
The business I'm running right now.
What is it?
Well, it's a business that sells generators across the U.S. and heavy equipment.
What's the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
500 million.
$500 million. What happened that year you did 500 mil? That's incredible.
Oh, it was just order intake.
How did you scale from 8 to multiple 9 figures to do $500 million in a single year?
It was just a couple of key customers that locked in on some very strong orders for us. And AI is driving a lot of my business in the data center business. Like I supply generators to data centers all over the world.
So you like AI?
AI is huge. It's like the industrial revolution right now.
How can somebody leverage AI in their business right now? Because a lot of people hear artificial intelligence,
Well,
they think
that's a whole different conversation. Yeah. Leveraging AI from an intelligence standpoint in my business operation, that's the difference. But what's fueling my business is the surge that AI has on data centers. You do an AI search versus a Google search, it's 10x. So that just drives added demand for standby power for data centers. And it's just base load energy as well.
How did you get into this business? It's a very niche and very specific business. Everybody thinks
that. No, I'm very diversified. I've been in oil and gas. I'm in commercial vehicles and things of that nature. I do a lot of different things. So I got a lot of geographical diversity and I've got a lot of sector diversity. I got a lot of guys that like to do the right thing for our customers.
Right. Did you come from a rich family?
No.
You didn't?
I was a mechanic.
Were your parents wealthy?
No.
So what was your
I didn't even go to university.
You didn't go to college, but you started a $500 million a year business.
Well, no, my business is $1 billion.
You've been at the table with some hitters. What's the biggest deal you ever closed?
Probably about a $250 million deal with one customer with one order.
Talk to me about your negotiation strategy there. To go and close a $250 million deal, what was your mindset going into that deal? How did you close that deal?
Well, first of all, developing a relationship with that client, making sure that he has a sense of trust. He's going to be spending a lot of money and making a big commitment to your company. So a big part of that is making sure that that customer is reassured at every step that when he makes that, because everyone's got choices.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do business with me or my company. So I got to make sure that his decision to do business with me is a sound one and he's reinforced that in that confidence day in and day out. And staying connected with these guys.
But whenever you
no surprises.
Whenever you have a prospective client that's on the fence, they're leaning towards a no. What's kind of your strategy to get them back over to a yes? Give me a negotiation or a sales tactic that's helped you a lot.
I would say it's largely just the relationship building exercise. Whether you take a guy out on a golf course, take him for dinner, take him on a boat for a weekend. You know, there's a lot of ways of developing that trust. A lot of guys use golf courses for doing that. A lot of guys use going fishing or taking them on a holiday. I blend it depending on what the nature of the customer is. Oil and gas guys, they like to go shooting hogs from a helicopter. I mean, every different strokes for different guys.
You study your clients, is what you're saying.
Yeah, got to know your demographic. Got to know who you're dealing with. Are you dealing with bankers? You're dealing with guys in major markets like Chicago, Washington, New York. Are you dealing with guys in the oil field down in Midland, Odessa? Two different kinds of clientele, and you got to deal with them appropriately. If I was to wear a suit going in to meet with a guy down in oil and gas down in Midland, Odessa, in the Permian Basin, I wouldn't get a deal done. I